Flushing here is not unique in its level of destruction here in the city tonight. Driving around the neighborhood, one finds abandoned cars with their hoods open, piles of trash and silt in the roadways, belongings draped over stoops and fences, and people mucking out their flooded apartments. Some of which some were lucky to escape.
When tried to open the door and then the door got stuck. I don't know what's going on.
Around 10 p.m. Thursday, Sophy Liu and her 10-year-old son Aaron,
He was so scared.
sheltering inside their first-floor apartment from the remnants of Ida, drowning their Flushing block and the rest of the city with more than 8 inches of rain, recognized they needed to leave as the water inside their home rose above their waists.
The water is touched my chest.
With actual feet of standing water outside her front door, pinning it shut, Sophy called Jack Lee, who lives upstairs, to help free her.
Water comes so fast and it's up to my neck already.
Sophy placed her son in a life jacket and held a ball to keep herself afloat, while Jack, floating out front, spent an hour beating the door with a hammer trying to open it. Sophy, shivering in cold water nearing her ceiling, called her friend Danny Gu to help.
I don't know how they did it.
Danny and Jack, submerged themselves, kicked down Sophy's door, freeing the trapped mother and son.
From the first floor, from the door to the stairs, I just swimming from get them to the second floor.
3 others just a block away died inside their flooded basement. Official cause of death still undetermined.
That's going to come out later as this investigation progresses.
As of Thursday afternoon, at least 11 New Yorkers drowned in basement apartments in the city during or following Wednesday's storm, including a mother and her adult son in Jamaica, Queens, where the mayor, the governor, and other officials and elected leaders gathered Thursday for a news conference.
We're going to do that full hydraulic assessment, but rainfall rates were really extraordinary and far exceeded the capacity of the system. Anything over 2 inches an hour, we're going to have trouble with.
We need Washington, D.C. to move with a level of urgency.
The city's DEP commissioner, the Queensborough president, and others attributed much of the damage and loss of life Wednesday to climate change and stressed the need for investment to minimize the impact of future storms. Like many in her neighborhood, Sophy spent Thursday filling garbage bags with her destroyed belongings, hanging what appeared possibly salvageable out to dry in the September sun, and attempting to process the events of the night before.
The lucky thing is I still can talk to you guys, right?
Sophy, Jack, and Danny tried calling 911 multiple times but were unable to get through. Trapped in her apartment, floating in freezing water, Sophy texted "I love you" to all of her friends and family in case she never saw them again. Live in Flushing, I'm Matt King, Fox 5 News. Steve, Lloyd.
All right, thanks, Mac.